So, good evening, good evening, good evening. We are back again with some more transfer updates from the most dodgy football club in the Premier League, the most dodgy football club on the planet. Some of the comments on some of these transfer rumours that Fabrizio has been putting out are hilarious, absolutely hilarious. We're going to get onto them in a minute. We're going to talk about Houssem Aouar first. We're then going to move on to the greatest left back in the entire game of football ever. He is the best left back to ever grace a football pitch because he's now linked to Arsenal from Manchester City. Smash up the likes, people. Let's see if we can hit 2,000 on this video. Big up to everybody who has been hitting the likes up as well. Mad interaction. The watch time as well is off the charts. It's 65% average watch time at the minute. So big up to all of you that are watching the videos. Big up to everybody who's been dropping the donations in. If you want to do that, hit the thanks option down there. And feel free. I will reply to all of them. And the biggest one will be pinned as per usual. But we are going to talk about Real Betis really pushing to sign Houssem Aouar. Do you remember 2 years ago? I do. 2 years ago, we were linked to Houssem Aouar 2 summers ago. I actually had Fabrizio on the channel talking about Houssem Aouar. First Arsenal channel to have him on, by the way. But there we go. It is what it is. But he was saying that the Arsenal board were in love with Houssem Aouar. Arsenal fans were just doing what Arsenal fans do online, just sucking any joy out of any player linked to the football club or that plays for the football club because they're so over the top, sickly sweet with their Disney-esque fantasy lands that they live in that it's hard to actually get any enjoyment out of being linked to a footballer these days. I mean, the other day, they're doing house tours on an estate agent's website to see whether Tillemans has got his house for sale. I mean, come on, that's some weird things to be doing. And I don't know why it is the Arsenal fan base that are so like that more than any other fan base online. Arsenal fans, I've been saying it for months and months and months, are thick, number one, and are the worst fans in world sport. And again, this proves it. 2 years ago, everyone was getting hyped. Oh, we're going to sign Houssem Aouar. We're going to sign Houssem Aouar. Oh, yes, he's brilliant. He is the number 8 that we need in this team. He's absolutely superb. He is the best option we can find. Okay. Then last summer, it was Emi Buendia. That went well as well, didn't it? They literally had pants down for Emi Buendia. Then we've had this summer. Well, actually, we could go back to January. Dusan Vlahovic. Remember that one? And the amount of people, the amount of accounts that I see that I get sent or that I stumble across or whatever, that literally push the propaganda for Stanley Kroenke for free is actually insane. It is mad. These people, I put it down my Insta, Lee Gunner 82. Go and check that out. Big up to everyone following that as well. It's pushing close to 20K now. So do go and follow that. But we literally have fans that sit there with hundreds of thousands, millions on the Superfan channel, millions of followers. And I find it very, very strange and remarkable. If you want to go down the remarkable route, I find it strange and remarkable that every single one of these accounts has the exact same opinion on everything, whether it be a youth team player. Oh, I've been watching them since they were in the womb. Like if it's a player we're linked to, oh yes, this signing makes perfect sense. They all go. It's like dominoes. As soon as one top gooner goes and tweets, then everyone follows suit. One day it'll be Timmins, then it'll be Pagan, then it'll be Tiki Taka Twat, then it'll be somebody else, and they follow suit. But they all have the exact same opinion. And it is mad just to sit and laugh and watch it. But at the same time, people sit and go, oh, why do you get so triggered about it? It's not like they're sitting there and the club are listening to what they're saying. There's a certain guy who's actually on the US tour at the moment, Frimpong. Well, where was he picked up by Arsenal from then? Oh yeah, Twitter. Yeah, of course, doing his hype match day stuff. And well done to him. He's smashing it. Good luck to the boy. But at the end of the day, this is only going to end in tears every single time because this fan base, like I've said before, the worst fan base in world sport. They hype up Houssem Aouar for the whole summer to the point where I was like, do you know what? I don't even want him anymore. I am bored of hearing that guy's name. Last summer, Emi Buendia hyped him up. Oh, he's only second behind De Bruyne in Europe and blah, 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 blah. Who cares, man? Like, genuinely, who cares? Yeah, we didn't sign him. He went to Aston Villa. And before anyone says, oh, we dodged a bullet on him, he actually created more big chances. Yeah, because creating chances, if I pass to you on the halfway and you shoot, I've created a chance. Yeah, big chances. He created more than Martin Gibraltar. He's still on the rock. He's still there. He ain't moved. He's having a nap. He's worked hard today, the boy. He's worked hard. So before anyone starts sitting there going, oh, but we done, yeah, he ain't great. He ain't fantastic. Neither's Odegaard. Then it was Vlahovic, the greatest striker ever to have graced football, if you went off of Arsenal fans' views on him. Oh, yes, he's the striker that we need. He's the striker that we need. Then it was Darwin Núñez. Bored of hearing that guy's name. Then he goes to Liverpool, and I didn't want him anyway. He's well overpriced. What is the matter with these people? They have the mental age of a 4-year-old. Like, real talk. And like I said, I find it funny how every single one of the biggest accounts online has the exact same opinion on everything. The manager, the owner, the youth team players, the same footballers to be scapegoated, Nicola Pepe, players that we're linked with. I very, very, very rarely see any of these bigger accounts come out and say, well, actually, no, I don't want this player. Yeah, because I think this would be a better player. They all go with the same thing. Why? It makes no sense. And the club watch everything. Let's not kid ourselves that they ain't watching Twitter accounts. Yeah, let's not kid ourselves that they ain't watching YouTube channels or Instagram and Facebook accounts. They're watching everything. It's mad. But Houssem Aouar is in talks with Real Betis. And one of the comments down there, from being linked to all those big clubs to signing for Betis, sad decline. Sad decline. Well, it's not really, is it? Yeah, he was linked to all them big clubs because it makes more clicks, more hits, more traction, more followers to be linked to certain clubs. It also gets him to run his contract down. It gets him to maybe get a pay rise if he wants a new deal. It maybe gets him more money at the next club. Like, I don't know. But at the end of the day, all these people that sit there hyping and hyping and hyping, cool, be excited that we're linked to a player. And the way our fans go on, they literally sap and suck every single bit of enjoyment out of it. Yeah, and they never learn. They never, ever learn. They hype up every single player we have, every single player we're linked to. It is mad. Paqueta is linked to us now. He's now the greatest player in the world. Let's go off of this, by the way. Let's go on to smash the likes up while we're doing it. The Instagram link's in the description, by the way, so go and check that out. Let's go to this. Does anyone know which player that is? Does anyone know which player that is? That is Zinchenko. Zinchenko, very versatile. David Ornstein even put it out there. Arsenal were in for the versatile Alexander Zinchenko. What does versatile mean? It means that you've played 9 different positions for one club. You're a jack of all trades and a master of none, my friend. Yeah, you are a master of none. Good player, and he is a good player. But you've got to ask yourself a few questions here. Number one, if he was that good, i.e. next level good, Man City wouldn't even be looking at selling him, i.e. Bernardo Silva level good. Different positions, obviously, but if you're in that bracket, Kevin De Bruyne, Mahrez, what's his name? Bernardo. Yeah, Gundogan. They're not looking at selling these players. Why? Because they're top level players. So when our fans are sitting there and the hype I have seen over this Zinchenko guy, he's played 48 games at left back. Now I'm seeing a fee for 40 million. 40 million. Bro, you can't even hold down the left back position for your country. You play left wing. Oh, but that gives Arteta options. He's versatile. That's the new buzzword of the summer. Versatile. Well, wasn't Lisandro Martinez versatile? Don't worry about him. Nah, we tricked Manchester United. I've seen that all day today. We tricked Manchester United. Okay, of course we did. Of course we did. So a player rejects Arsenal to go to Manchester United, but that was because we duped Manchester United into paying over the odds for a player. Where do these fans get this rubbish from, man? Real talk. Real talk. It is actually insane. But Mikel wants versatility, but this is nuts. Marcus Llorente type. And this is Fabrizio talking 6 hours ago. Arsenal are exploring options for new left-back with Anderlecht's Sergio Gomez and Alexander Zinchenko, reported by David Ornstein in the club's list. Nuno Tavares could be leaving if a new left-back joins. Marseille amongst the clubs that like him and wants him. It is actually mad. It is really, really mad. So I just see this all the time. Yeah, I see it all the time. Like, it's really, like, honestly, look, Sergio Gomez is now one of the greatest left backs in the world because he's linked to us. I've not seen all of these comments, by the way. Oh yes, bring in Sergio Gomez. Bring in, look, Sergio Gomez. Do these people constantly watch all of these players? They don't. It really drives me mad. Yeah, and the funniest thing about it is I haven't seen anybody, any of these top Gooners, super fans, anything, saying, I think we should go and get Sergio Gomez. Yeah, or actually, I'll tell you who I think we should buy. I think we should go and buy Zinchenko from Man City. So now we're linked to them. All of a sudden, they're the greatest thing in the world. If they're that great, if Sergio Gomez is that great, he won't be coming to Arsenal. If Zinchenko is that great, he will not be coming to Arsenal. He'd be staying at Manchester City, wouldn't he? If this Gomez is as good as all these fans are making out, he won't be coming to play for us because we're crap. We've got a crap manager, a dumb fan base, an owner that don't really care, but he just serves up what the fan base want because they accept it every year. Oh, but yes, he's building a versatile team. Really? Lissandro Martinez can play centre-back, left centre-back. Well, I thought Austin Trusty could do the same. He's now apparently going on loan, by the way. He'll never, ever, 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 ever play a first-team game for Arsenal Football Club. Never. He wasn't brought to play games for Arsenal Football Club. He was brought to get the American market, which is huge. Football's huge over there now. It's only getting bigger and bigger every day and every week and every month and year. He was brought, the same as that goalkeeper, to push as much as they can in America. Where are we on tour? Oh, yes, we're in America. Who are we playing on Sunday? Oh, yes, Everton. Who are we playing next? Oh, yes, Chelsea. It's mad. I see Manchester United playing against Liverpool the other night in Australia. If anyone thinks these clubs, genuinely care about fans, you lot are in cuckoo land. They don't. They care about the exposure and the money. Yeah, the players, if anyone thinks that, oh, but the player loves the club. Serge Gnabry wouldn't go to Chelsea. He loves Arsenal. What planet do these people come from and live on? Yeah, what is going on here? At the end of the day, we are literally in 22 days going to be kicking off our first game of the season against Crystal Palace. And this squad is weaker than it was at the start of last season when we kicked off our first game. That ain't even a joke. We've still got Bellerin on the books. We've got Lucas Torreira doing a deal with Valencia, by the way, but we wanted to take him on pre-season. Why? We've got Florian Balogun going on loan, but we wanted to take him on pre-season. What, is this a jolly up for the boys? Is this a serious football club or just some Mickey Mouse thing? Man, because all I keep seeing is it's Mickey Mouse, Mickey Mouse, Mickey Mouse. I am bored, man. I am bored. Oh, but Edu's working in silence. Edu's working in silence. No, Edu's having a jolly up with his pals because most of the players he's signed are Brazilian or they speak Portuguese. Come on, get with the program, people. Stop listening to these people that hype up every player. Stop listening to half of these journalists, by the way. In fact, most of them, they ain't got a clue what planet it is. They really ain't. David Ornstein gets fed stuff by the club last minute. Yeah, there you go, David. You can put that out and you can be the guy that reports it just before we drop our tweet. Be a good boy and I'll get you the Stan Kroenke or Josh Kroenke interview. Yeah, Watts, Benj and Wheatley, shambles, the three of them. Don't listen to anything they've got to say. They are the worst of the worst in the Arsenal community anyway, in the Arsenal puppet sphere, because they're not journalists. They don't ask probing questions. Yes, okay, do you have another question, Charles? Absolute wasters, the three of them. Stop listening to them. These people that sit there and make out they've got sources and, oh, this player and that. You ain't got nothing, mate. You ain't got nothing. That Gary Jacob the other day saying, oh, Thomas Partey's not flown to America. He's going to be staying with Leno and Balogun. Really? Well, that went well, didn't it, mate? So you're in the bin as well with Wheatley and Benj and Watts. And if you add them people in to the hundreds of thousands of followers with these super fans and top Gooner accounts, if you add it all in together, it is a massive, massive issue for people like me, which is why I call them out every week, every day, because they're holding my football club back. This football club smashed down one of the most beautiful stadiums in the country to go and be the best team in the world. And since we've done that, we have won 4 FA Cups. And thank you. I love the FA Cup. Brilliant. But that's not what we smashed the stadium down for. We smashed it down to be the best. And now we're sitting there and our squad is weaker than it was at the start of the season last season. And granted, yes, there's still time to go. The window shuts on the 1st of August. 1st of September. So we've still got 6 weeks to go and all of that rubbish, 7 weeks, whatever. Cool. I don't care. Be ready for the start of the season. Because by the time we panic and rush and get a few players in, we're already left behind. We was last season. And we were better in terms of squad on that first game against Brentford than we're going to be going into this Palace game. And we lost that. Then we lost to Chelsea. Then we lost to City. 0 points after 3 games. I'm telling you now, we're doomed this season. If anyone thinks that Gabriel Jesus can fire us to a title, sorry, he can't. Good player, ain't world class. Have Arsenal actually got any world class players? Because I don't think we have. Leave in the comment section down there. Let me know, do you think Arsenal have got any world class players? Because I'll tell you what, I can name 2 at Tottenham straight away. We both know who they are. I can name Chelsea players that are world class. One of their centre backs, in fact, 2 of their centre backs, they just signed Koulibaly. Oh, but he's old. He's old. He's aging. He's the same age as Van Dijk. What is the matter with these people? Oh, but his legs are gone. How do you know that? How do you know that? You don't, do you? He's 7 years younger than Thiago Silva, and Thiago Silva's still quality, man. Yeah, then they've got Kante. Kante's world class, even though he's not as good as he used to be. Yeah, and it is catching up with him. All the mileage he's done, he is still a world-class player. The goalkeeper, 50-50 with the goalkeeper. Sometimes I watch him, I think, you're mad iffy. But now, other times, majority of the time, I think, wow, you're actually a really good goalkeeper. But we're really struggling, aren't we? Yeah, other than that. But they've still got 2, 3, 4, right? Tottenham have got 2 that we can say straight away. Manchester City and Liverpool, well, they're the best 2 teams in the league. And we've got none. Manchester United, how many have they got? People are going to say Ronaldo. Cool. His output for goals. Cool, I get it. Who else they got that's world class at Manchester United? They ain't, have they? Pogba's left. What else they got? Jadon Sancho ain't really done it yet. And he can't even be put in that world class bracket anyway. So yeah, Man United are struggling as well. Man United have struggled since Fergie left. And it's no coincidence that 2 of the biggest clubs in the country that had the 2 longest serving managers in the country have both got the divviest fan bases on the planet. Why? I'll tell you why. Because the majority of their fans online, both of them football clubs, started supporting them clubs when they were tiny, 5, 6, 7 years old. Yeah, by the time they got into teenage years, Fergie had gone, Wenger had gone, and it was just living off of past glories. So they're so used to not winning anything that now, oh, it don't matter if we don't win. Let's just laugh at Chelsea. Let's laugh at Tottenham. Let's laugh at Liverpool. It's gold. Not easy getting an entire season unbeaten, is it? Absolute muppets, the lot of them. And I'm sick to death of it. This football club should be fighting for the best honours on the planet. It should be competing for titles. We've got the money. Not one person can sit and tell me in that comment section we can't compete with money, yeah, for any other team. That is absolute rubbish. We can pay top money. We can pay top money for wages. We can pay top money for agent fees. Our income is amongst one of the highest on the planet. Our spend is amongst one of the highest on the planet every single season. In fact, since Wenger left, I think we've actually outspent every football club on the planet. But no, we can't compete. Let's laugh at Chelsea. Absolute muppets. Sick to death of it. But anyway, before you all start crying in the comments, oh, this guy's always negative. This video is 20 minutes out of 24 hours a day. And yeah, My life's so bad. It's so negative. I don't know how I'm going to get through the rest of the day. 9:30 at night in Spain. Boy, I don't know if I'll make it. It is what it is. Anyway, all have a wonderful evening. Big up to everybody who's watched. Make sure you are smashing the likes up. 2,000 likes, be fantastic. And I will be back again tomorrow. I'm sure that the never-ending circus that is Arsenal Football Club will mean that there's another story come out of nowhere that everyone's going to get hyped. Oh my God. Yeah, we'll probably be linked to, I don't know, some reject from Burnley or somewhere. And our fans will make out he's the greatest ever centre-back or goalkeeper or midfielder or striker ever to have played football, because they absolutely live in fantasy world. But all they're doing is driving the club further into the gutter, because they're doing Stan Kroenke's work. Yeah, these journalists are doing the same. It is a shambles what has happened to this football club over the last 15 years. And anyone who's sitting there pretending they like Arteta just to get an extra few clicks and a job at Football London, you're a scumbag. But anyway, smash the likes up, leave your donations down there. Appreciate it. Share the clips around, that'd be great. And I'll be back again tomorrow. Adios, amigos. Arteta fuera.